Okay, girls, your dad, Ben, is not on the naughty list.
Welcome to the Bettis Musgrove Show, a community-focused podcast introducing key community figures, discussing important local issues, and empowering listeners with the tools they need to impact their local communities. We sincerely hope you enjoy what you hear and will continue to engage with us on our journey to enrich the lives of those around us. And now, here are your hosts, Ben Musgrove, Spencer Bettis, and Christopher Light. All right, welcome back to the Bettis Musgrove Show, where we dive into the people, the stories, the organizations that make this place an awesome community to live, work, and play. As always, I'm your host, Ben Musgrove, joined by the local legend and extraordinary personal injury attorney, Christopher Light.
Hey, buddy, I'm excited about this one.
This is going to be fun. So we're going to get off track a little bit, but kind of stay on at the same time. We've been focusing a lot on nonprofits, the different people here in the county that are doing cool things. And today we're going to introduce you to somebody who might be in charge of the most profitable, or not profitable, most charitable organization in the world. Super excited to have him on.
Hey, man's got a lot of names too.
He does have a lot of names, and we don't make any money doing this podcast. We do it just for the fun of it. The best part about it is getting to meet really cool people. Today's no exception. When we first started doing it, I saw that this person followed our Instagram page, the firm's Instagram page, and they would watch the podcast and like some of the reels and stuff that we did. And I was blown away because honestly, he might truly be the most famous person in the world, definitely in the United States.
Yeah.
And I told Spencer and Christopher, we got to get him on the podcast. Like, this is great. So reached out, a little bit of hope that he would join us. And graciously, he said yes. So,
well, I'm glad he did, because I might have a little bone to pick with him. We'll see.
We'll track it out. So without further ado, we'll introduce our guest, and that is Mr. Santa Claus.
How are you guys doing today?
Hey, doing awesome.
Doing great.
Thank you for making the trek down here.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
I know it's a pretty busy season for you, so it means a lot that you carved out some time for us.
You got me just at the right time, right before we start the power.
Perfect. Well, we had a little cold weather this week, but was the ride down decent for you?
It was just fine. Just
Awesome.
fine.
How long does it take you to get here?
To tell you the truth, I only fly the sleigh on Christmas Eve. Okay. So otherwise it's a trip to the Atlanta airport, up to Alaska, to the North Pole. And, it's been tough this last week with all the cancellations and flights, but they kind of make way for me a little bit.
Okay.
Get the upgrade to first class.
I do.
Discount.
I do.
Well, again, thanks for being here. Why don't we start it off? Obviously, everybody knows who you are, but just tell us how you get to be Santa Claus. What it's like being Santa Claus.
I love being Santa Claus.
Yeah.
When I think back, my dad was Santa Claus to me, Yeah. And so I'm Santa Claus for my kids and all of your kids now, and it was just, it's something that happened and came on me and was an opportunity. And not everybody just looks like this.
Right. Well, I was going to ask about the beard. So I've had this guy since 2007, but I keep it cropped pretty low. How do you get a beard like that? That is incredible.
I just have it trimmed 2-3 times a year at this point in time. Quite frankly, my hair and my beard grow really quickly.
Yeah.
And so in 2019, after the end of the Christmas season in February, I had my hair cut, and my beard was about the length of yours, maybe a little longer.
Okay.
My hair was about that short as well. And by October of the same year, I was ready to go.
Had your Santa calling then, huh?
I did.
As Sydney Sweeney would say, she's got good genes.
Yeah.
That's great. You condition it and all that good stuff?
I do use beard oil on a regular basis, and it smells good. It keeps it looking good. Kind of glistens, when the kids are looking at it. Everybody wants to give it a tug to make sure it's real.
Right.
So
I bet you get that a lot.
I get that a lot.
That's awesome. I like it. Well, tell us, what was your first job before Santa Claus? Did you have one, or did you just go straight into toy making?
It was cleaning out the stalls of the reindeer.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It was my first job. Like I say, Dad keeps you busy, and I was one of several sons, so it was it was my turn.
Very neat. So what's going on at the North Pole right now? Is it busy?
It is a busy time. All the elves are busy. We have elves that do all kinds of jobs. Right. So we have large elves, we have small elves, we have elves that cook, help with the reindeer.
Yeah.
We have the elf on the shelf, of course.
I'd like to talk to you about that one.
Those little spies, they're something else. But they're all quite busy right now. Mrs. Claus is in charge, of course.
Okay. She run a tight ship?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, like most of our houses, is she the real boss or?
Well, you guys are married.
Yeah.
You know exactly how this works. The answer is yes.
Yeah. That's right.
What does she do in terms of helping you get ready for the big day?
Well, she keeps the list.
The naughty nights list.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense.
We have when the elves start to show up. Sometimes they show up on Thanksgiving or the first day of December, or whenever the tree goes up, that sort of thing. And then once they come into the children's houses, they come back and report on a regular basis. And she keeps track of the list.
That's incredible.
We have 2 elves, and they are naughty elves.
Yes.
So they're hyper, too.
They painted my toenails. They've curled my hair. They've colored on my face. You name it. They're Snoopy and Disney are their name.
Snoopy and Disney. I remember them.
Woody, they tear it up.
Oh, we got Ronnie and Twinkle.
Ronnie and Twinkle. There's a lot of twinkles out there.
Yeah,
a lot of sprinkles, a lot of
snowballs.
Seen a lot of snowballs. Yep, absolutely. Do you have any of the pets?
No, we did have a baby one, but she grew up. Yeah.
We got we do. I can't remember his name. Arctic Fox, but I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, we get a lot of the kids come see me for photos, and they'll bring their elves with them.
Yeah,
and you realize they're not supposed to touch the elf.
Right, we get that a lot.
It will lose its magic. But there is a secret way that they can regain their magic. Now, if you touch it once, it's an accident. You touch it 2 or 3 times, you're playing with it.
Right.
Okay, it's going to lose its magic forever.
That applies to a couple of different things, I think, right?
So, basically, the kids that bring them to me, they're in a little holder.
Yeah.
They're contained.
Right.
So if you're having a real mischief problem, you want to maybe get one of those little holders, and they're like a little plastic or glass dome. It's got a little base on there, and the elf could sit in there with its pet or whatever, and they can carry it by handle.
Nice.
And that way, once they're contained, you can leave them in one spot, and they're not going to be able to get out by themselves.
I might have to get one just to keep them contained in general. Keep them destroying my house.
But if it loses magic, what you want to do is get you a Ziploc bag, freezer like a gallon bag, put it in that thing, and zip it up tight. Put it in the freezer for 5 minutes.
Okay.
No more than 5 minutes. We don't freeze to death, but it thinks he's back at the North Pole.
Yeah.
And he regains his magic.
I like that.
Makes sense.
So I have an important question for, maybe you can give us a little insight for the younger viewers. What is some of the things about the naughty list or nice list? What are some of the things Mrs. Claus looks for, or how does she kind of determine what are they looking for?
That's a good question. And the quickest way to get on the naughty list, or what happens is you start off somewhere on the nice list. Right. Everybody's on a spectrum somewhere, and then by what you do or what you're seen doing or saying, you're moved down the list. And then when you get to the bottom of the list, you go to the naughty list. So it takes a little bit. It's not almost everybody on the good list. Okay.
Yeah.
And even if you're on there and not in the nicest spot, but basically the thing is, if the kids talk back to their parents, if they're disrespectful to their parents or their teachers or unkind to their friends, Mrs. Claus, right down the list. She'll just move you right down the list. Okay.
Don't blame her.
Yeah. And so to get back on the nice list or to move yourself back up, you need to be respectful, be helpful, go that extra step. If, mom says, take out the trash right then. Don't give mom back talk and whatnot. Mrs. Claus is real strict on that.
So you can always move back up if you maybe made a mistake or you can come back up.
And we always have a little bit more time between now and Christmas. So we just double down and be kind.
Well, talking about a bone to pick with you, a couple years ago, you may not remember that you came to the house and saw the kids and told stories, and you told my girls that I was on the naughty list that year because I shot a deer that year, and they told you it was a reindeer.
Well, when I found out it wasn't a reindeer, it was just a whitetail. It's not a problem. We move you right back over.
Well, for 7 years in their minds, I've been on the naughty list, so I need you to set the record straight.
On you.
Immediately. Dad shot a reindeer,
okay,
and
girls.
I got on the naughty list.
Okay, girls. Your dad, Ben, is not on the naughty list.
I like it. There you go. I appreciate it. Get me out of the doghouse a little bit.
Yeah, so Santa, my birthday's Christmas Day.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, it was tough as a kid. One good thing was I got to play, it was kind of with presents as a kid all the time, but everything's about you on Christmas Day.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
so I always thought as a kid you might bring me a birthday present.
Is it more about you on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve?
Oh, I guess that's
You know?
Mm-hmm. So you thought you were going.
Yes. Santa's pretty tired on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
He sleeps till noon.
Oh, that's true. You've done the hard lifting Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to go look back and check the records, and maybe we'll come up with a birthday gift for you.
He's got a big 40 coming up this Christmas.
Big 40, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a little something special under the tree. Some geriatric shoes or
back brace.
A Harry Cane.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, goodness. Well, continue on. Let's talk about you, because it is about you coming up on Christmas Eve. You got a big trip. How do you get ready for the trip? What do you do to psych yourself up and get physically well?
Mrs. Claus has me on a fairly strong regimen with vitamins and supplements and that sort of thing. So we try to get outside and walk and get some sunshine, vitamin D, keep you from getting sick.
Yep.
So we just try to stay healthy and have a little green tea and just try to keep in the thing that we normally do. Kind of keep in our routine.
Yep.
And then are
you a cold plunger?
No, sir.
Don't do the cold.
No, sir.
I guess living in the North Pole, you get it just anyway.
Santa likes the beach.
Okay.
If I'm going to take a vacation, I'm going to go to the beach.
I like it. I don't blame you one bit.
So tell me this, Christmas, the season of giving. I've been trying to explain to my kids that it's more fun to be a good giver than to get the great gifts. Is that something, and maybe how you got started out and what you were thinking, and what's the biggest joy for you in that?
I do get a lot of joy from seeing the happiness of the children and how pure, how the love that comes across. It's just there's nothing like it.
Yes,
and a lot of kids these days we have a lot more than some of us had back in our day and whatnot and in the olden times. And so one of the things that I suggest to the kids is that maybe gather up some of those toys that have been gently used and that you're not going to play with anymore, and gift them to someone else so there can be room for some more toys to come in and fill those shelves. Yep. So I try to encourage the kids to give in that way.
That's a great thought.
A couple of episodes ago, we shot a podcast with The Place here in Cumming, and they do their big holiday house, and they do the Christmas toys, and we had the girls get involved with us last week and to collect some stuff and take it over there. And you could see it kind of click in at least 2 out of 3 of their minds that, giving and participating in that is something special. So maybe we're planting.
You're in a majority there. If you get 3, 75%.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah. Only 1 out of 4 likes me, so I got some work to do there. But yeah.
So I was curious. Are there any gifts in particular that you like watching them get made, delivering, or some that you might not like, or they're difficult to deliver? Any insight on the toys?
One thing that I get a lot of requests for is live animals.
Yep.
I want a cat. I want a puppy. I want a snake.
Right.
A lot of different things like that. And I try to be as kind as possible, but I share with the children, Santa doesn't bring live animals.
Yep.
I don't make those.
Hard to make those.
I make toys.
Right.
Okay. So I can make a toy snake or a robot snake or something like that. The preferred gifts that I like to give to the children, though, are things that get them out of the house.
Yep.
I like the sports equipment, the soccer balls, lacrosse sticks, ballet, anything like that the children like that get them out. The things that I dislike the most to deliver, and they're not hard to deliver, but it's video games and a lot of the music today has inappropriate lyrics and that sort of thing. And I dislike, and I grant those wishes, because it is something that somebody has requested, but I don't care for that much.
Yeah. If you can remember, what's one of the more strange things that you've ever made or delivered, or awkward things you've made or delivered
or asked for, I guess? You probably got a snake's pretty which I think my brother, no, he got it for his birthday. He was 9 years old. Santa didn't bring him no snake.
No snakes. No snakes in my house.
Wow, that's a tough one. Let me think about that one.
Okay. I was thinking, we were talking about the Santa Claus movie earlier, and I think in there he has to deliver a kayak and knocks over everything in the house when he's delivering a kayak. I imagine that's
getting it down the chimney is another thing entirely different too. So
we've had a debate in my house for years. My oldest is 10 now, and she wants to make sugar cookies that they can paint and do all the, I don't think Santa likes those as good as the regular old chocolate chip or a Snicker, something.
Yeah.
Something a little. So you tell me.
A very common question. Yeah. Very common question. A lot of the kids will ask me, "What kind of cookies do you like, Santa?" And I have two favorites.
Okay.
I ask, "Are you going to make them at home, or are you going to buy them at the store?"
Right.
And if you make them at home, I like M&M cookies. Ooh. So replace the chocolate chips with M&Ms because you get cookies and candy at the same time.
Mix it up a little bit.
And you know what? Kids not going to understand that. They appreciate that. The other thing is, if you're going to buy them at the store, once a year, Nabisco comes out with white chocolate covered Oreos. They come out in November, and when they sell out, they're sold out, and they're usually gone by mid-December, and they don't come back around until the next year.
So they make it especially to leave out for you.
That is my favorite store-bought cookie.
I've never had one. I gotta hunt that down.
I like white chocolate. Mrs. Claus, she's a milk chocolate girl.
Okay,
or a dark chocolate, but
How about follow up on that? After Christmas Eve, do you eat cookies the rest of the year, or do you give it up and wait for the next Christmas?
No,
Eve?
sir, I don't.
I imagine you get your
I'll switch to popcorn or something,
Yeah, a couple billion cookies in one night, I'll do it to you.
Mrs. Claus is big on salty snacks and stuff like that. Okay. So we'll eat various kinds of nuts and things and trying to keep up healthy, eating as well.
What about Rudolph? We've been pretty traditional, carrots, celery for Rudolph. Is there anything else that Rudolph might want to?
He does. And thank you for that. A lot of people forget the reindeer. So carrots are good. A lot of kids in school will make reindeer food. It'll have a little glitter in it, which the reindeer don't eat, but it'll be made of oats and things like that. And they'll sprinkle it out in the yard to give the reindeer a little snack. And they really appreciate that. My
kids steal my deer feed. And I tell them that's not for the reindeer.
Corn is good.
Yeah, they eat it, but that's not for the reindeer. We'll get carrots for the reindeer. Talking about Christmas Eve and the big trip, how long does it take you? Are you full 24 hours once you get going on Christmas Eve, or how do you make it around the world?
It's magical, and I have to rely on everything that I've got going for me. So if you believe what you read on Google, okay, right. The Earth spins from west to east at a little over 1,000 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I fly the opposite way. Okay, and I cover so much ground so much faster. Yeah, and the way the world is today, there's not a lot of believers out there. In things that like. Well, believers in Santa or believers in Jesus. So there's a lot of countries that get skipped over. Yeah. So I don't go to everybody's house. It's only the lucky few.
What's your favorite country to deliver presents to?
Oh, here in the United States for sure.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Bars and stars, baby.
Yeah. So kind of wrapping it up, really, we've hit a lot of the topics. I mean,
we covered it.
I love we got some good rapid fire questions, but for right now, what is your favorite Christmas memory or holiday wish for listeners that you might want to share?
Wow. I like viewing the Christmas lights. Yeah. Driving around, kind of incognito, because if people see me in my suit, a lot of times I'll be out and about without my suit on because it just creates too much of a stir or whatever. But I like to drive around and look at the Christmas lights, and Mrs. Claus collects nativity scenes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And so I like putting up the nativity every year with her because she'll pull out the various ones we have, and we have them all around the house. Yeah. And I'll tell you something else too. Santa's tree stays up all year long.
Okay. A real tree or artificial tree?
Well, we used to do a real tree all the time, but it got too difficult to clean up the needles because they only last so long once they've been cut. And so we go with an artificial tree, and we go all year long with the tree. Now we may not have all the ornaments on there, but we do have the lights on there. Yeah. Mrs. Claus is all white lights. That's her preference. I go for the colored lights. So we'll alternate.
We're just crayon eating men, I guess. My wife's all
90s kids. Think we're better in color. That's good stuff. They keep it up year round. You keep the nativity scenes up too, or do you take those down?
We take those down.
Okay.
A lot of them are kind of delicate. Some of them are older. Some of them are ceramic or Mrs. Claus likes to do pottery, and she's made certain pieces and things, and we just want to keep those around.
I've got a handed down, hand carved nativity scene. It's really neat.
That is cool.
We put that out.
We got a big one that we put up in the front yard for the first year last year. and it's taken up my entire garage all year long. So I look forward to putting it back up just to get it out of the garage. It's
all the characters are about elf size, so they mess with them a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Our nativity guys.
Well, you want to get into the rapid fire?
Yeah, let's do it. This first
awesome.
one, this is a great question. Is Die Hard actually a Christmas movie?
No, not in my house.
Bruce Willis agrees. So.
Yeah, I agree.
I like it. I like Die Hard. I like watching it at Christmas.
What is it? Did it just come out the first time at Christmas time?
It came out at Christmas
Yeah,
time.
it takes place
in Christmas time?
I think it takes place on
It doesn't have Christmas language in it.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Yippee-ki-yay and all that.
Well, you got to hear first, folks. Die Hard, not a Christmas movie, so we settled that one. All right, Elf on the Shelf. We talked about them a little bit. Adorable or authoritarian?
Well, they're a little both.
Okay,
they're little mischievous spies. So that's the authoritarian part, but they're so cute to look at. When they're being nice, they're good. So a little of both.
And I got to give them credit. They're on it. We go to Disney World every year at Christmas, and somehow they find us down in Orlando. So.
No.
That's a frequent question I get too. Santa, I'm going to be at Mimi's house, or I'm going to be at Jeezy's house. How can you find me?
Right.
Santa finds you every year. If you're on the good list, I'll find you.
Yeah. I meant to ask you this earlier when we were talking about getting around the world. You use GPS or you got it all upstairs?
The reindeer know what they're doing.
Okay.
They still go by instinct, but I do carry my phone in case I need to, if I get lost, get turned around.
Catch a flat hoof.
Loses a shoe. Somebody loses a shoe.
Man's got jokes today. Fruitcake, is that festive or a felony?
No. That's a solid no.
That's a hard pass. It's a
hard pass. Hard pass.
All right, this is my favorite question. We kept it in here because I want to know what you have to think or what you have to say. You get to have dinner with any historical figure ever. Who is it and where are you taking them?
Well, that's going to be Jesus.
Okay.
My house.
He's the number one answer so far.
My house.
Yeah.
Mrs. Claus won't even complain about cooking.
Are you going to take her to dinner with you?
Oh, no, she'll be there. She's going to cook.
Okay.
What's she making?
Sorry, darling. Steaks. We'll grill out some steaks, a little baked potato and salad. And
I like that's a great answer.
It's perfect.
It's classic. All right. If you weren't Santa Claus, what would you be doing?
Retired.
On the beach.
Living the good life. Absolutely. Yeah. I would, and if you ask Mrs. Claus now, what does Santa do? She'll say as little as possible. And it's true.
So you mentioned you like to vacation on the beach. At the risk of telling people where you might be during your vacation, what's your favorite spot?
What I like to do is go to one particular beach like 2 or 3 years in a row and then change so that we hit different locations around. We've been to Orange Beach over in Alabama, the Gulf Shores area several times, Myrtle Beach a few times. Down in Florida, we went to Ponte Vedra Beach, for several years and whatnot. So we just like to change it up a little bit.
I was expecting like Fiji or Maui, so you're keeping it southeast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I traveled enough. One night of travel is all I need.
Let's take it to some Christmas questions. So, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie is The Santa Claus.
All right. Well,
it absolutely is. Tim Allen's I think the favorite, but I do every year spend time watching the classics.
Yeah.
Miracle on 34th Street. My suit and my belt buckle are mirrored after that look.
Okay.
Mrs. Claus likes A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
She'll play that endlessly on Christmas Day in a loop. But I like Miracle on 34th Street. All of the older classics are favorites.
I said it on the last podcast, but my wife drags me into a White Christmas every year. That's her one request, is that I watch White Christmas with her. And I despise that movie.
My favorite's A Wonderful Life.
That's a good one.
It's A Wonderful Life. Great movie. We watch that every year too.
And then, of course, Christmas Vacation. You can't get through the season without that one.
Yeah.
It's a classic one-liners. What about favorite Christmas song? You got one of those?
Oh Holy Night.
Okay. That's a perfect one.
So I think I know the answer to this. You keep a tree up all year, but what do you think about every day, Ben and I and our wives decorating before or after Thanksgiving?
Pay attention, Jessica.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
I have no problem personally because a lot of people decorate in lavish ways or in a minimal way. If you decorate in a lavish way and you have a lot of things to put up, start early. Yeah.
Never mind. Disregard, Jessica.
Sorry about that.
What's your favorite holiday tradition?
My favorite holiday tradition, Christmas dinner. With my family.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody circle around the table.
Everybody comes.
What's the center dish?
Well, it varies. Usually ham.
Okay.
For the protein. Yep. Sometimes it's like a roast.
Yeah.
What about the best gift you ever received? You give a lot of gifts. What about something you've received?
For me personally, it's a gift of salvation.
Amen.
Amen.
That's huge. Yeah, I think Christmas can become secularized a little bit, and you don't see a lot of people talking about their faith during Christmas. It becomes a lot about gifts and trees, and so to hear you say that's incredible. I appreciate that.
I have to be careful as I'm sitting someplace and someone, they're wanting me there for photographs, and I have to be careful, what I'm limited by what I can say, but I always tell the children, remember the reason for the season.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, it's in the title, right?
Hey,
good stuff.
That's a pretty good sign-off line.
I think that's a perfect way to end it. Anything else you want to tell anybody?
Be good for goodness sake.
I like it. So I know, obviously, you're on social media. That's how we connected. If folks want to follow you, where can they come find you and see what you're doing and that type of thing?
Okay. I am on Instagram. Mrs. Claus and I don't do the Facebook thing.
Okay.
We are on Instagram, and I'm santac.llc on Instagram. And starting the Sunday before Thanksgiving, which is November 23rd, is the tree lighting at Avalon. So I will be at Avalon.
You're going to be local with us. Okay.
I will. And starting the very next day, it's every single day through Christmas Eve. So every Tuesday is a pet night. So if you have pets, you can bring in and whatnot. They start right now. There's the availability to see me. The appointments are listed usually the first Monday of October.
Okay.
And they book up.
Yeah.
And so they're all booked up. And they do that every year very quickly. So you have to start planning ahead of time, to do that. But we take as many walk-up people as possible. So you walk up, put your name on the list, hang out. There's a lot of things to do there, a lot of things to eat. There's a ice skating rink, a lot of stuff to do. And so I'll be spending a good bit of time. Every single day I'll be there until Christmas Eve, and then I got to fly.
I tell you, from a couple of lawyers here, I love the handle on Instagram, Santa LLC. You got to have that limited liability in there.
Well, it's tough these days because there's a lot of people that are not so good out there.
You got to watch out for those ambulance chasers; they'll get you.
I'm not so worried about them. It's the ne'er-do-wells,
Yeah.
All right, so you find you starting after Thanksgiving every day at Avalon. Somebody wants to swing by and catch a glimpse.
Absolutely.
Watch you on Instagram.
It's a little red Santa house on 3rd Street in Avalon, and come on down to see me.
That's awesome. Well, thank you again. Like I said, I know you're busy, and this means a lot with you being with us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your invite.
You bet.
Great insight to everything you told us, so I appreciate it. I hope that the kids watch and
we got some answers cleared up while you weren't getting all the Christmas gifts or birthday presents.
And I'm hoping 40 Santa might bring the birthday present this year.
Was there anything that you really like to do that might be a nice hint for Santa?
Oh, man. I wish I would have been prepared. I wasn't prepared to ask for what I wanted. How could you meet Santa and not be prepared? I don't know.
I saw something really cool lately that, and you're a hunter, right? You hunter?
I'm a hunter, yeah.
Right? There's a flashlight out that has a specific type of light. And when you're hunting in the dusk of the evening or in the morning, you're just, it help you spot that blood.
Yeah.
It makes it glow out so that you can follow the trail and find your deer. So that might be a little something that could be,
and if you find one laying around like a 1968 Land Cruiser, I wouldn't argue with that. That'd be okay too.
Fairly specific. So you've been thinking about that one for a while.
That's my midlife crisis. I just got to make it happen. Well, thanks again. And as always, you can find us at bettismusgrove.com, all the Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Bettis Musgrove, and then get this podcast anywhere you get your podcast. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. A special thank you to Richard's Family Farm that let us use their greenhouse today. Awesome setup, beautiful and festive. They do photographs out here with Santa Claus, and you can find them on Instagram. So special thanks to you guys.